I want to show you guys a little mod I just did on my Annealeez annealing machine. It's a pretty cool mod. I got the idea from those DIY annealing machines that people keep building. It's a pretty good idea. Makes changing from caliber to caliber really simple, and then coming back to the time setting you have on the annealing machine real simple. Just write a little cheat sheet of which case likes which voltage, and it should go back to, it should be pretty repeatable and go back to the exact time spent under the flame. So this is what I added. It's a voltage meter. Picks up the voltage going to the motor, and every little bit you move that knob, different speed settings, it picks it up, showing a different voltage. Let me show you guys. I have it right now. I haven't touched the knob yet, but I have it set to where my 6.5 Creed brass anneals just perfectly, without over or under annealing. So when you turn it on, it climbs up to voltage. So right now that's how much voltage the speed controller is sending to the motor that's spinning the these two wheels right here. If we go higher, you see it picks it up, and I'm going really small increments here, and it's picking up every change. So all the way cranked up, that motor is getting 12.1 volts from the speed controller. All the way cranked down, it's not moving at all, but when it's barely moving, it's about 1 volt. It actually goes lower. But I mean, we all know nobody's going to be annealing brass that long, so it doesn't really matter. But this little voltage meter really does a good job of picking up all the different speeds. So if I go back to 5.3, I should be right exactly where I was with my Creedmoor brass. And there we go. It's pretty cool. Real simple to install. The hardest part is just making this opening right here. Used my trusty Dremel with the cutoff wheel. And the wiring is actually really simple too. No soldering, no cutting of wires required. Let me show you. Alright, so this is the voltage meter. It's got 3 wires coming out of it. You have a black, red, and white. Now the black one, you want to connect, let me see if I can flip this camera around. No. Alright, let me see if I can get that. There we go. Okay. So the black one, you want to send it to the farthest post. That is the motor negative, as it's written on the speed controller. So black out of the voltage meter goes to motor negative. The white, you want to connect it to the post right next to it, the motor positive. So white goes to motor positive. The red, you want to send it to the very first lead, which is power positive. That's what it says on the speed controller. Right there, power positive. So the reason there's 3 wires is the voltage required for this voltage meter to operate is taken directly from the power source. So the white and the black are purely for reading the output coming out of the speed controller going to the motor. So the power used by the voltage meter doesn't affect the reading it has. It takes a separate positive lead, to supply its own power. It's much more accurate this way. It'll go all the way down to 0.1 voltage, 0.1 volts. So it'll pick up the whole range of the adjustment this machine has. Really simple. Just undo these screws, put the leads underneath it, screw it back down. Like I said, no cutting of any wires, nothing of the sort. Bottle still fits back there into its compartment. It's not in the way of anything. Plug it back in, show you guys one more time. And back to 5.3 volts. even the smallest adjustment on the speed knob will be picked up by it. All the way down to really slow speeds, which I'm sure nobody's gonna use, but it's pretty cool that it still picks it up. Put it back to my setting for my Creedmoor brass, and that's it. So easy to go from case to case, you know, caliber to caliber, and then have repeatable results. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Thanks.